Yeah. We be on them highways. Tell them be cool, we on the byways. Bring out the word, they looking sideways. I don't do it my way. We on them highways. Tell them be cool, we on the byways. Bring out the word, they looking sideways. I don't do this my way. I hold a 6, man. Demons rolling up, I'm about to fix that. Scoffer about to talk, I got the word for him. I ain't even know I even heard from him. Scriptures coming out and ain't no word from him. As soon as I pull out the laws, they run away. You was laughing, he gon' laugh at your calamity.
Hey, what's your name, bro? Chris? Alright, Daniel. Alright, so what the officer was going over was the Sabbath day, right? Trying to understand how to keep God's laws. Why, as a people, you understand that you're an Israelite, so you're from the tribe of Judah, right? Why, as a people, do we need, the Israelites, need to keep the Sabbath day? What is the purpose? God said so, right? That's good enough reason in itself. That's right. Because what happened to the Israelites when they didn't keep God's commandments? This happened, right? So it's important for our people to know the consequences of not following God's commandments. Right. Because as a people, it has destroyed us, right? Give me Exodus 16. Right? Because on the Sabbath day, God had law. The law was to keep the Sabbath day holy. How? We're going to find out how God said we should keep the Sabbath day holy, right? You know? One thing you said is that we're supposed to rest as a people. This is another thing that God said that we should do. Yes, sir.
The book of Exodus, chapter 21, chapter 16, verse 23. And he say unto them, this is that which the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which he will bake. Bake that which he will bake. Seed that which he will seed. And that which is remaining lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So God said on the Sabbath day, bake what you shall bake and seed what you shall seed. Do you know what seething is? Yes. Okay, so seething means to boil, right? Seething, when you put something in a pot and it cooks, that's seething. That's seething. So God said, bake what you shall bake. What do you do when you bake something? You put it in the stove. So God said, before the Sabbath, we need to bake what we need to bake and boil what we need to boil. Right. That was laid over?
Bake that which he would bake today, and seize that which he would see. And that which is remaining over lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
Right. So after you do that, whatever's left over, you eat on the next day, which is the Sabbath, right? The Sabbath is from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Right. That is the Sabbath day. Okay. All right? Okay. So give me Isaiah 58. Isaiah 58:13. From Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. All right? That is the Sabbath day. Give me Isaiah 58:13.
Bring it out.
So what we're teaching is the reason why we should keep the Sabbath day, right? How we keep the Sabbath day holy? We rest, right? We don't cook. Actually, give me Nehemiah 10:31. We're going to show you on the Sabbath day, there's no buying and selling. Right. So everything that you need to do, you need to do before. Check. You need to do before the Sabbath day. Check. You need to do before the Sabbath day, right? So before Friday sundown, which starts the Sabbath day, you must do all your buying, you must do all your cooking, before all your work must be done before the Sabbath. Right. Read.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31. And if the people of the land went where or any victual on the Sabbath day to serve.
So if they bring any wares, victuals are like foods, things of that nature. Those things, if they brought that to you on the Sabbath day to sell, what should we do as Israelites? Read.
That we would not buy it off them.
We would not what?
That we would not buy it off them.
We would not buy of them when?
On the Sabbath day.
We don't buy anything on the Sabbath day. That's what we do as a people. The Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans do not buy on the Sabbath day. That is according to the law of God. Because when we did that, what happened to us? We went on those cargo slave ships, right? Right now, we're trying to relive black history, right? Because our history has gone away from us. Why? Because we broke God's Sabbath day. Give me Jeremiah 17:4. Because this month, they're trying to talk about black history, right? Black history, we need to remember who we are. But we don't remember anything before what happened slavery. Why? This is what happened. Read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage.
Understand, the Israelites have discontinued from their heritage. We don't know who we are as a people anymore. Just like you said, hey, I just found out. Because before you didn't know who you are. But now that we look into the Bible and we see the prophecies fulfilled in us, we now know that we are the Israelites. We're coming back to our heritage. When you have a heritage, you have traditions. You have things that you do as a people. The heritage of the black, Hispanic, and Native American man is the Sabbath. That's what we are supposed to keep. Read.
Which I gave thee. Thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from that heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
You cause us to do what?
To serve thine enemies.
You see that? When we discontinue from who we are, when we discontinue from the Sabbath, God caused us to serve our enemies. Understand, there are other nations, other people that are opposing us. Give me Leviticus 26 and 17.
Bring it out.
We're going to show you who are the enemies. How do we identify who's opposing us? Got that? We're going to show you according to the Bible, now according to what we think are our words. Read.
Leviticus chapter 26, verse 17. And I will set my face against you.
God said he's going to set his face against us. Why? Because we broke his commandments. We broke the Sabbath day. We're buying and we're selling on the Sabbath day. That is forbidden according to God. Read.
And ye shall be slain before your enemies.
Are we slain before our enemies? Wasn't Martin Luther King slain before his enemies? Wasn't Malcolm X slain before his enemies? Marcus Garvey? You had Trayvon Martin? Weren't we Freddie Gray? What's the other one that was laying down on the ground? Mike Brown? Mike Brown, he was slain before his enemies. God said he has set his face against us because we refuse to keep the Sabbath day. Read.
They that hate you.
They that what?
They that hate you.
There are people on the earth that hate other people. The so-called white man hates the so-called Israelites. The so-called Arab man hates the Israelites. The so-called Chinese man hates the Israelites. The Japanese man, you see it. Right now you have Gucci putting blackface showing how much they hate the black Hispanics and Native Americans. They're showing us hate because they know that's a disrespect to us, but they show us hate. So God said there's going to be people that hate his people. Read.
They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall be flee when none pursues you.
So we, no matter what, we flee when no man pursue it. When we see the cops' car pulling up, you see brothers run like roaches. They scatter. One cop will scatter a whole 100 Negroes. Look at when you look at the Mexican border. One cop would come and they all would run because they don't want to get caught. That's how much power God has given to them because we don't want to keep his Sabbath day. We want to buy, we want to sell, we want to cook. Do you understand this power with us keeping God's commandments? Give me Isaiah 58 now. We're going to show you that power of keeping the Sabbath day. That's what we are here to do. We're here to give power back to the black Hispanics and Native Americans. The Israelites according to the Bible, not the Gentiles. The Gentiles have nothing to do with God according to the Bible. Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure.
So if we turn away from doing our own pleasures on the Sabbath, what was our own pleasures? Buying and selling, cooking, working, right? Because a lot of us probably get overtime on Saturday, right? That was our own pleasure. Read.
On my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord, honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thy own ways, no, fighting thy own pleasure, no, speaking thy own words.
So on the Sabbath day, we don't do our own pleasure. We dedicate the day to the Most High God. Every Sabbath we are dedicated to this day by not buying, not selling. How can you think about God if you're selling or buying something? You're making money. Right? Who gives and who takes away? Give me 2 Samuel 2 and 6.
Bring it out.
We're going to show you who gives and who takes away, because we think we have power in ourselves to do it. No, it's the power of God that does it.
That's right.
God said when we do what he tells us to do, he's going to give us our power. He has that power to cause evil, destruction, death, life. That's the power we're dealing with.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bring down to the grave. He bring up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bring low and lift it up.
So understand, when we think that if we work and buy and sell on the Sabbath day, that we're going to lose money, God said he has the power to give you money when you need it.
Right.
You understand? We don't need to rely on ourselves. God said he's going to be he's going to provide that for us. What's that in Psalms 47? Understand, when we keep God's commandments, we don't have to worry anymore.
Right.
Yes. Got that? We know that when we keep God's commandments, God will bless us as a people.
The book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 25. I have been young, and now I'm old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread.
Understand, the righteous have never been forsaken. How do you know you're righteous? What is righteous, Chris? Be honorable in the eyes of God, all right? All right, so we're going to show you according to the scriptures exactly how it is to be righteous. Because when we read these scriptures, God has already defined them for us. All we need to do is go into the scriptures and learn who we are and how we can be righteous towards God. Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all this commandment.
Understand, it will be our what?
All this, if we observe to do all his commandments before the Lord our God.
Read it from the top of the time.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all his commandments before the Lord our God.
Understand, it's our righteousness if we do all the commandments of God.
Right.
What was one of the commandments? The Sabbath day. Right. What was the other commandment God said? The image that you have to get rid of it.
Right.
You understand? Right. That is holding you back. What power can, give me Habakkuk 2 and 8. 18.
Bring it out. We're
going to read that again. Because when you wear that image, what is it really saying? We're going to read the scripture.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 18. What profiteth the graven image?
What is the profit of a graven image? Let me ask you. What is the profit of wearing the Ankh? It just looked good, right? So what is the profit of that image? You said what? It has no profit. Read.
That the maker thereof have engraven it, the molten image in a teacher of lie.
Because that image, a man actually made it, right? So if a man went, got some gold or some silver, whatever the case may be, put it in a mold, melted it down, sweated his hard labor, and then decided to give it to you, and now we think it has power. Understand, we think that the image has power. It has no power.
That's right.
Right? You just said it doesn't have any power. So when you teach other people that it has power by wearing it, what are you doing? You're praising another God. So as you know that, what should you do with that image? Throw it away, bro. Throw it away. There's no shame in taking it off. We all did the same thing too. Titus 3:3. That image that you have on your neck, keep the chain. Throw away the Ankh. Because that's no profit to you. And what you're doing is teaching other people that they should wear it too. Wow, it look good, right? You say it look good. They think it look good too.
Right.
They think they look good too. So they gonna say, I'm gonna wear it too.
Bring it up.
Read that.
The book of Titus, chapter 3, verse 3. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving diverse lusts.
We served diverse lusts because we wore things that we thought looked good, but it taught other people to serve other gods.
Right.
You understand? Read.
And pleasures, living and modest, and envy, hateful, and hating one another.
So when we serve our lust, we also do that to hate one another. For example, the so-called black man today, he sells dope on the street, right? Why does he sell it? Because he wants money. So in him selling it, what does he do to his own people?
Right.
What do you think? When he sells drugs to his people, what does it do to his brother? It kills him. So when we serve our lust, when we have that desire for money, when we have desire for women and things of that nature, we hate each other for it.
Right.
You understand? The image that we put on our necks because we think it looks good, because it thinks it makes us look good, we actually showing everybody else hate. You understand? So all praises to the Most High. You made that decision today to make that change.
Now we will see the treatment of God. We are not black men, we are Israelites. Take care of us. And our children too. We have abandoned. How are you? People want to know, who's the king?
Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.